we have a visitor, Fluffy. Okay, now that he's just settled down, we're going to continue with this vlog for the crochet blanket that I have been working on. And I've been showing you guys my little bit of a process that I've been doing. So, excuse the lighting. I'm going to try to fix it, but it's a little gloomy outside, which I'm pretty excited about because of the fall. It's almost fall. Well, it is fall, but it's almost starting to feel like fall, which I'm very happy about. And I want to make some chili for dinner. So I got to get some diced tomatoes for that. But anyway, so we are going to be working on this blanket. Once again, I've already attached, well, I pinned down my row of granny squares that we're going to attach to the blanket. We're going to do this one, and then I still have to work on attaching all of the solid granny squares together. And then I might be just done with this blanket because I think it'll be long enough to like actually cozy up with. Because even right now it's like covering my legs and it's down to my feet. So I think I may be done with this. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, go down this row with slip stitches to finish it up. And I'm just going to attach my yarn right here in this corner. And I'm going to use this beige color. It's called Mushroom. So let's have a little story time, chit chat, while I work on this blanket. I had a very disturbing interaction at Goodwill today, which is like very, very disturbing. Once again, it was very upsetting because it happened in like the area that I grew up in. Like, this has been my area. This is like my home to me, this area. So for somebody to make me feel uncomfortable, well, it really made me feel uncomfortable, and it was really rude of the way things were handled, and it was by the manager at that, so that made it even worse. And what happened was that, so me and my mom were doing like two separate transactions on the things that we bought, whatever. So she was paying for her things first. She had already got rang up, like all her things were in the bag, stuff like that. And the guy was like, she needs to pay. And I'm like, okay, give her a minute. But I was starting to put my things on the counter, on the top of the, the countertop. And he was like, but she needs to pay first. I'm like, so I can't put my things on the counter first? And then she pays? Like, she's literally getting the money out of her wallet. Like, you can see she's older. It's going to take her a little longer. She's slow. So once she pays, I'll be able to put her bag, which was like a decent sized bag, I was going to put it back in the car. I was going to put it in the cart with all of my things on top of the counter. So he could, get started on that, whatever. So, like I said, he was just really rude about it. And I'm like, I told him, I'm like, she's going to pay. You give us a second, dude. And like, everything was just, I guess he was like being frustrated because there was a line forming. It was starting to get busy. It's a Friday, or whatever. And then like, I think one of the registers didn't have any change. So like, that was another issue I guess he was dealing with. But whatever the case may be, like, you ain't have to be so rude. So when we were walking out of the Goodwill, the lady that was like behind us, She was a Hispanic lady, and she was like, yeah, he's been known to be like really rude to people that don't look like him. And I was like, oh, so that's why basically he was being rude, and that's why he was acting the way he was acting. Which, I mean, I don't really think anything of it, of like, well, sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, because for one, I'm multiracial. So not only biracial, but I'm like pretty much multiracial in what I consider to be. My mom is actually full blooded Thai, and my dad is white, but he consists of Russian, Irish, English, Jewish, American Indian, like that. So I'm like, I didn't really think about it until I was like, well, that's probably why he was acting the way he was acting. And then my mom looks like she could pass for being Hispanic because she's a darker skinned woman. And I know recently there's been like a lot of issues with Hispanics in our neighborhood that are being, I guess, targeted and stuff. And it's not fair. It's not, I'm going to say it's not fair. It's not right. It's really rude and disrespectful. And for one, you can hear it in my voice that I speak very, very good English. And I am American. Like, I was born in America. I'm from here. I get really touchy about this subject because I get, like, even when I was working at my last job, when I was working at the mall, I would get so many judgmental, how do I say it? I would get so many judgments from other people of saying, oh, so you own this store? Like, this is your store? Do you own any other stores? And I'm like, I'm not the owner. What is it, because I look like this that I own this store, that I gotta be owning this store because I look like I'm Asian or whatever the case may be? Like, because there's an older Asian lady that works there as well. And I've been told that I'm her daughter or whatever, or there's another older Asian man. They say that I was his daughter too. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And no, I'm not related. I don't own the store. I'm not related to them and none of that. Like, quit being so quick to judge people. It's very rude. In my opinion, is very rude. So I deal with that a lot, and I have in my past when I was younger. Um, Especially when I was younger and I was in school, because I was the only person that looked like me in class. I didn't have nobody else that looked like me in my area that I grew up in. And I grew up in Henry County, Georgia, and Clayton County. Once I got older, there were more people that started to look like me, but as when I was like 5 and 6 years old, when I was in elementary school, shoot, even middle school, when I was in middle school, there was only one of me that looked like me in this area. So I got a lot of stares. And especially my dad's white, and I said dad, like, and called him dad, and then I really got looks and stares and this and that. But anyway, so see, I'm just like slip stitching on down the line. But yeah, just don't know. Just try to, like I said, treat others like how I want to be treated. So when I see other people, like, I don't judge other people by their skin color, what they look like, this and that. Like, I mean, if you rude, you rude. And like, I had this other guy one time while I was working at the mall. And he had asked a question about the pair of pants, and he was like, "Do these look white to you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they look white to me." And then he said something else, but I couldn't understand it. And I was like, "What'd you say?" And then he was like, "Oh, never mind. Let me talk to your manager." And I'm like, "Well, I'm trying to find out what you said. Like, I didn't hear you. I didn't understand what you said, or I didn't hear you properly to answer your question." And he was like, "Well, where's your manager? Where's she at?" I said, "She's right there. Here she comes." She looks at him up and down, and she's like, like what? And he's like, "Oh, never mind. I'll come back another day or whatever." I'm like, "What? Like, what's the problem?" Like, yeah, she probably was like a little bit of rude, just like looking at him up and down or whatever, but I wasn't even being rude when I asked you, like, what'd you say? Like, because I didn't understand you. I didn't hear what you said. Just repeat yourself. Like, that's all you had to do. And then he came back again. I think it was like maybe a week later or same week. Or it might have been the next week or whatever. He came back in. And the older Asian guy was there. And he had said something. No, he asked him something, I think, and then he pointed at me, but I was doing something. I was like putting some shirts up or something like that. And I looked over and he said hello. No, when he said hello, I looked over, but he was on the phone, so I thought he was talking on the phone to somebody. And he runs up to the counter and he's like, "Oh, that's that rude bitch from the other day." Excuse you? He's like, "Yeah, she's rude and this and that." And he was like, "Oh, it's probably because I'm black or whatever, and she was rude to me." And so the Asian guy was like, "No, that's not, she wasn't rude, and I don't think that has anything to do with it. Her son is half black." And yeah, I got that a lot too when I was working at the mall, that I was so called racial profiling people or something, and I'm like, no, no, I'm not. So yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't get it. Why can't we just be all peaceful? Just peacefully living life. Like, why is it always got to be a problem? Like, I have no problem with anybody. Can I just live my life? When I'm at work, let me do my job and let me go about my way. Like, I'm not hurting anybody. I am not trying to start anything with anyone. I'm not trying to be rude with anyone. I just want to do my job and go home. That's it. That's why I don't like going out and peopling and being around people. Because, like, really, you look at somebody a certain way, or you look at someone for too long, or whatever the case may be, and then they're looking at you like, "Why are you looking at me?" Or whatever. That's why I'm just like, let me just stick to myself, because maybe I'm looking at you because, I don't know, I don't even really look at people when I go out. I mind my business. I have no reason to look at people. other than to watch my surroundings. That I'll do. I gotta pay attention to my surroundings because, I mean, if something happens, like, I need to know. If something happens, I need to know what you're wearing, what you look like, or whatever the case may be. I ain't about to stare somebody down. But, yeah, I just wish we could just all just get along. Oh, and another thing that I used to get upset about working in retail. This is another thing I just wanted to rant real quick about. So when somebody speaks to you and you say, hi, how are you, whatever, it's just polite to say, hi, how are you back? Because a lot of times people just looked at me and just kept walking. Wouldn't even have earbuds or nothing in their ear. I know they heard me. I know you heard me. I said it loud and clear for you to hear me. Hi, how are you? You ain't even got to tell me how you doing. All you have to do is just say hi and keep it moving. Especially a worker that speaks to you in the store. You're coming in their store and they speak to you and you don't say hi. That's rude. But anyway, like I said, I'm glad I am out of retail because I tried a couple stores and it just wasn't for me. Just not for me, because like just all of the things that go into retail, like the attitudes of the people, and then when you do try to help people put together an outfit or something, they ask for your opinion of the outfit, but then they say, no, I don't like it. You give them another outfit idea or whatever, you're like, okay, so let's put this and this together and, and it looks good or whatever. No, I don't think this just doesn't look good. It doesn't look right or whatever. Why do you keep asking me for my opinion? I got to the point where it was like, you know what? My style is not your style. We don't have the same style, so just don't even ask me to help you put together an outfit. Like, I've literally told people that once I was just fed up towards the end of working in retail. I was so fed up, I just said, you know what? Ask someone else that works here about helping you put together an outfit, because my opinion does not matter. What I put together, you're not going to like it. So, and I worked in a type of store that was like mostly for younger kids anyway. So, yeah, I just couldn't do it no more. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little crochet vlog, because I mean, it ain't much. I don't know what else to like say or whatever like that in this video. And I'm just going to keep doing these slip stitches on down this row, and then I'll probably take me a nap, because like I said, very stressful day of going to the Goodwill. But I did find some more good books, and I did find another Harry Potter movie and Twilight movie. So I'm adding to my collection slowly. I'm almost complete with the Twilight movies. I think I got maybe one more movie to get. I think it's like Breaking Dawn Part 1 or Part 2. I can't remember which one I need. But I will definitely do another book haul and slash like movie DVD haul soon. Well, looks like we're about halfway there. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and just finish up this row, and then once I get done with this row, I'll probably work on attaching the solid colored granny squares and then attaching them to the blanket as well. And then I will let you guys see my progress then, and probably finish up all of the ends, like sew in, well, not sew in, but weave in all of the ends, and be done with this blanket and let you guys see the final result. I don't think I'm gonna put like a border. I don't know, I might put a border around it. I might do this beige color and put a border. We'll see, but I will see you guys when I'm pretty much done with it and show you the reveal. Okay, you guys, it's like several hours later and I am still working on this blanket. And as you can see, all of the tails need to be weaved in the blanket, and I'm slowly working on that. So it's my progress. I attached the 2 rows, and I really like the length and everything of this blanket. I think I'm just going to keep it like this and just add on maybe 2 rows of half double crochet, or maybe something like that, or 2 or 3 rows of half double crochet. I'm gonna see what it's gonna look like once I like start it a little bit and see if I like having that. But yeah, like I said, this is pretty cozy enough. It's long enough. It's, you know, it's pretty good. So I'm very happy with how it turned out. But like I said, just weaving these ends in is just the pain in the butt. And this is what I'm using, it's just a embroidery needle, or whatever I guess you would call it. I don't know. But, and I just take the little strand that I have and just weave it on in into the yarn that's already crocheted. I just go in and then go back around, just kind of secure it some. And then the 2 pieces, the 2 squares that I attached, they'll have like these 2 end pieces of where I attached these 2, like this one, and then the other end is over here. I just tie those into a knot just to kind of give it more secureness or whatever. So that's the update, and I was watching Twilight earlier, so now I'm about to watch X-Men. So I'm going to watch my little movie and finish this blanket, and I will show you guys the end result once I get done. It may be tomorrow or something like that, because I don't know how long it's going to take me to weave all these ends in. But if there's still daylight, I will possibly finish recording the video for you guys. So I will see you in a minute. So today is Monday, and when I tell you guys I am tired, I am very tired today. So excuse the lack of not doing my hair or doing anything to my face or whatever like that. I worked Saturday and Sunday, and I worked from 7 to 11, and then at night, 7 to 11 at night, and then I worked again from 11:30 to 2:30 in the morning. And this is at Amazon, a sort center. So My body is a little tired, you guys. Just a little tired. Just a little bit. The life of an Amazon worker. And it's about to be Prime Day. Prime Day is actually next week, I think, or the week after. Wait, is it next week? I think it's next week, not this week. Today's Monday, the 29th, I want to say. Um, I'm exhausted. I am exhausted and Prime's not even here yet. But anyway, enough of my complaining and whatever. But I just had to get it out there, you guys. I had to get it out there. So, let me show you guys the update on the blanket. I finished the crochet blanket. So, I washed it and it didn't go well. Did not go well at all. Now, I don't know if it's the way it was washed or if it was because of the yarn, but I mean, you can see like, and this is the Soft Secret yarn from Hobby Lobby. It's the really, really soft yarn. Maybe I didn't need to dry it. I don't know if it's either the dryer or the washer. I'm not sure. But, okay, this is the wrong side. And then a couple of my squares came loose. So I'm going to have to redo it. I mean, it's still very, very soft and cozy. And I really love it. But how do I get it from looking like this? Like it's, you know what I mean? It's all fuzzy and stuff, kind of. And like this sweater that I made, it's from like different kinds of yarn. But there is acrylic, there's I think wool, there's all kinds of yarn. But it's gonna look like that, whatever. But it's definitely not as soft as this yarn. But look, like, and I'm trying to show you guys what happened. See, it's all stretched out and stuff. Maybe the dryer was too high, like too hot or whatever. Maybe the heat. I don't know. But, like, it's just not, it's not cool. I'm really upset. But it still serves its purpose and it's really still cozy, which I really like. But see, these are the two squares that came loose right there. That I'm going to have to, well, it's almost 3, I think. That one's coming out already. So maybe it's like 3. I don't know. A little upsetting. But I did do like maybe like 2 rows of half double crochet around the blanket with the mushroom colored beige color. I like it. It's really nice. But like I said, it's really soft and really cozy and I really like it. I really like this yarn. But how do I get it to not look like this? Like where it's all fuzzy. It's all fuzzy looking. I don't like that. So I don't know what to do with it, with the yarn. But I mean, my son loves the blanket, so that's all that matters to me. Like when I finished making it, he curled up in it, took a little nap. So pretty happy with that. And that is all that I have for that crochet project update. And then I'm also starting another one. So I think I'm going to make like a cropped cardigan. I'm not sure yet. But I do have some squares made, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 squares that I've made. I'm thinking, like I said, either a sweater or a cardigan, a patchwork. And this is gonna be a fall sweater. But these are what the squares look like. And I did 12 rows and 22 stitches across. So 22 stitches and then 12 rows of it. Not single, half double crochet. So I do have these, and I have these two other colors. So I have a total of like 6 balls of yarn, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for what I want to make. Like I said, I think I'm going to have to do either a patchwork cropped sweater or I really want to do a cardigan, but I have this really pretty orange. What color is this called? Pumpkin. And then I have this color, which is like a speckled color. It's almond tweed. So I thought this would be very, very pretty for, our fall. But I need to do it now, and I need to get done with it. So, like I said, this is what I've been working on. Almost got a whole skein of green done. And I got, like I said, 2 of each. So I have this left. So I have like this much green left. And yeah, just making that sweater. So those are the crocheting updates that I have for you guys. And I also have just a quick update on my book that I'm reading, which I'm reading Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. And look at those tabs. I have a little bit going on. Just a little bit of tabs. And I'm on page 291. And I love it. I really do. I really love this book so far. It's really good. It's very comforting. I guess it's really cute and fluffy because, like I said, what did I read before that I needed something cute and fluffy? I think I had read a couple mysteries or whatever before, and I was just needing something really romance and something cute. And I'm not really a romance girl, but when it comes to like reading so many horror books or mystery or fantasy and stuff like that, it kind of like I need a good palate cleanser. And this I highly recommend so far. Like I said, I'm on page 291, and there are how many pages? 372. So I'm almost done. Hopefully I want to get done with this book by tonight, because I go back to work tomorrow and Wednesday, and then I'm off again Thursday and Friday. So I work Saturday, Sunday, off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I go to work. So I have that one little day today, which is Monday, which I'm recording Monday. And yeah, I'm going to get some reading done and drink some coffee. I have my little fall book nook candle being lit and just enjoying the little, it's not really gloomy, it's just a little cloudy outside. It still hasn't gotten to where it's good fall weather. It's still hot, you guys, and I'm not loving it. I'm not happy about it at all. I'm ready for them like 60 degree, 70 degree weather. I'm sick of this 80 degree, almost 90 degree weather. And it's like at the end of September. It's not supposed to be like this. Not here in Georgia. Like, it's supposed to be, right now, the weather I think is supposed to be in the 70s. And we're still in them 80 degree weather. And it's just, I'm tired of it. Take me to a cozy, cool place. So that is all that I think I have for this video. I think I'm just gonna like close it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I probably did a lot of rambling and stuff like that, so I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you did. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Bye, guys.